Think you can trust your senses? Think again. Every day, your eyes, ears, skin, tongue, and nose work together to create your version of reality. But what if I told you that reality is often a cleverly crafted illusion? In this video, we'll dive into how your senses work, uncover the sneaky ways they fool you, and reveal the surprising reasons why your brain is the ultimate trickster. Let's get started. The basics of human senses. Let's break it down. Humans have 5 main senses: sight, hearing, touch, taste, and smell. Each sense collects data from the world around us and sends it to the brain, which interprets the signals and tells us what's going on. Take your eyes, for example. Light enters the eye, gets focused by the lens, and lands on the retina. Here, tiny cells called rods and cones detect colors and brightness. But here's the kicker: your brain doesn't just accept this raw data. It interprets, edits, and sometimes guesses what it thinks you should be seeing. Look at this illusion. See the triangle? It's not really there. Your brain fills in the gaps, creating an image that feels complete, even when it's missing key pieces. Now let's talk about hearing. Your ears pick up sound waves and send them to your brain, which identifies patterns, tones, and meanings. But sometimes, your brain hears what it expects to hear, not what's actually there. Do you hear Laurel or Yanni? This viral clip divided the internet because people's brains processed the same sound differently based on the frequencies they focused on. It's all about perception, not reality. Why our senses fool us? So why do our senses get it wrong? The answer lies in evolution. For our ancestors, survival depended on making split-second decisions. Imagine hearing rustling in the bushes. Is it the wind, or a predator? Your brain evolved to make quick guesses, prioritizing speed over accuracy. And while these shortcuts kept us alive, they sometimes lead to sensory errors. Take this illusion. Is the dancer spinning clockwise or counterclockwise? Your brain might flip between the two because it's trying to make sense of ambiguous information. This isn't a glitch, it's how your brain works to interpret an uncertain world. Even taste and smell aren't as reliable as you think. For example, did you know that food tastes sweeter when it's red? Studies have shown that our perception of flavor depends not just on taste buds but also on color and smell. Ever noticed how orange juice tastes weird after brushing your teeth? That's because the mint in toothpaste blocks your sweet receptors, letting bitterness dominate. The skin and the sense of touch. And what about touch? Did you ever feel your phone vibrate in your pocket, only to find it didn't? That's called a phantom vibration. Your brain is so tuned into patterns that it sometimes imagines sensations that aren't real. Here's another example: if you place one hand in hot water, the other in cold, and then dip both into lukewarm water, your senses will completely contradict each other. One hand feels hot, the other cold. This is because your brain processes temperature changes relative to what it experienced before, not the actual temperature. How vision leads the show. Vision is the most dominant of our senses, and because of that, it's also the easiest to fool. Take a look at this checkerboard. Do these two squares look like they're different shades? Believe it or not, they're exactly the same color. Your brain considers the shadow in the image and changes how it interprets brightness to make the scene make sense. The brain is the ultimate trickster. So who's behind all these tricks? It's your brain. Your senses may collect data, but your brain decides what to believe and what to ignore. This helps us focus on what's important, but it also means we're susceptible to illusions, biases, and even hallucinations. Scientists have found that when we see illusions, our brains work harder, trying to reconcile conflicting information. It's like a mental tug-of-war between what's real and what seems real. Can we ever trust our senses? So, can we trust our senses? The answer is complicated. While they help us navigate the world, they're far from perfect. But understanding how they work, and why they trick us, can help us make better sense of the reality around us. Thanks for joining us on this sensory adventure. If this video blew your mind, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe for more science-filled explorations. And tell us in the comments, which sensory trick amazed you the most. Until next time, keep questioning the world around you, and stay curious.